it till the wheels fall off. Smoke weed every day.
Welcome to the Spirit Podcast.
Spirit Podcast!
We're going to do the promo for Ivy League brand in this one.
Oh, shit, okay.
Shout out Ivy League brand. They are our sponsor. If you go to their website, which is www.ivyleaguebrand.com, and you type in the code
Spirit
Podcast, you get 16% off. Pretty sure that still holds. We'll make sure. But yeah, go check them out. Again, that's IVEY League Brand.com. They are a proud sponsor of the Spirit Podcast. They are the only sponsor of the Spirit Podcast. So get you some. We
That's
get
the only
nothing.
sponsor we want.
That's the only one we want. But if like Apple could, that'd be great.
But
if Facebook
if you have
could.
a company and like you're interested, just still shoot us an email.
Do you like politics, entertainment, and fitness?
Like we're open-minded.
We're open-minded.
We're open-minded, bro.
Chris more than me, but we make it work. All right, so on to the episode. What's up, dude?
Oh shit! That's how this works, bro.
Oh no!
Well, no, because I thought you actually paused it.
No.
And I was like, oh,
Sorry.
Okay, then we'll start the episode.
I should have been more clear.
No, it's my bad, dude. I'm just over here playing. What is this?
This is the new Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. What's it called?
Modern Warfare.
There
Advanced Warfare. Modern Warfare.
There already was one.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you mean? They just
This is like Dos Tres.
Dos Tres.
Dos Tres.
So they didn't put anything on it besides just Modern Warfare.
Oh no, it's a there's a guy. Hey, we got a revenge kill. Why are you engaging that far down? Get closer. It's a new story, but did you play Modern Warfare 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so in this one they have Captain Pierce, but it's in the later years. Earlier years.
So it's like going back. Dude, why is
Yeah, we're going back in time with better technology, apparently.
Why does with Star Wars they start like same thing? They went back in time and then going towards. Same thing with this now.
I tried explaining that to a coworker and he didn't understand it.
The Star Wars.
Yeah. He's like, so what'd they start with? 4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, 6.
So what one are we on now? 7, 8, 9. Okay, but what about the movies that came in between those? That was 1 and 2 and 3. What? Yeah.
What?
So technically it goes 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
So great leeway, by the way.
Leeway?
Leeway.
Segway.
Dude, that's the same thing, bro.
No, leeway is like, I'm giving you leeway with this. That means like, you're not going to get in trouble.
All right, that was
like
great
cupping your
leeway.
ass's boss. I mean, cupping your ass's boss is what I just said. Cupping your boss's ass. That's leeway.
No.
You
So,
better-
segue here.
Yeah,
What do you
segue
think-
into Star
What do you
Wars.
think about this new Star Wars that's going to be coming out?
So, I watched, as I Snapchatted you,
and it's called...
Last Jedi. Oh, this one's the Rise of the Star Wars. The Rise of the...
You fucking dumbass.
What is it? The Rise of the Skywalkers.
Skywalker, dude. Holy
Ugh.
shit.
Yeah, that's the one we're on right now. That's 9.
Yeah,
Okay.
9.
Last Jedi 8. Yuck. It made me angry.
Well, dude, you were Snapchatting me
It made me
when
angry.
fucking, what's his name? Skywalker.
Luke
Skywalker did that whole, like, they shot him, which he'd obviously be dead, bro. You'd be so fucking dead, you'd be, like, in REM sleep of death.
I didn't have a problem with that scene. I didn't have a problem with him doing force projection. No problem with that. I had a problem with him fucking dusting his shoulders off like he's 50 Cent.
Well, good. Dude, that's not Star Wars.
It's not Star Wars.
That's not
That's
Star
so
Wars.
campy.
That's like
it's
in
so
those-
rom-com.
That's like in those movies where they look actually at the camera and then talk to the audience.
Oh, breaking the fourth wall?
Yes.
You making fun of Deadpool now?
Deadpool does that? That's why
But
I fucking
Deadpool-
hate Deadpool and I didn't even watch it.
Wow. Deadpool does it in like a comedy way. It's funny.
Well, that's how most of the movies
Because
do
he
it,
should
too.
know that he's in a movie, but he knows he's in a movie.
Because he's fucking
And
Deadpool.
and knows he's Ryan Reynolds. Like, it's great.
Look, he's a good-looking guy. He has an amazing wife.
A great chin.
Just a great girl.
Head of hair.
I'd be
Kill
I'd
him.
be-
Wow, dude, have you... You're good. Don't go that way.
I'm not-
Don't go down that way. That flashing light's death. And reload your gun. You only have 12 bullets.
Blake Lively, though, dude.
Blake Lively. Okay, so I don't know about this start. We're going to call this episode the I Don't Know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or the What's It Called? Because we've said that
What's it
a
called?
lot.
Fucking
No, the new Star Wars. I was super excited. Then Daisy, because I can't enjoy anything at face value, I have to take people at their politics. Daisy Ryder Riddler said that only sane people have problems with Trump. So I was just kind of upset at her for opening her mouth.
You finally have realized you can't see anything for how it is. Did I point that out to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not crazy. I thought I did.
No, dude. It's 100% real.
Yes, that's what makes me angry about you sometimes.
I can't enjoy it at face value, dude.
Like, sometimes I'll say, like, hey, did you see that movie? It was a good actor. Well, that actor doesn't support Trump. So I was like, fuck.
It's not that. Hey, I don't care if my actor doesn't support Trump. Just don't fucking talk about it, you know? Like, just don't talk. Just be an actor. And I'll be Dom from upstate. And
Is your leg okay there, bud? You look like
I'm just
in the fucking...
Yeah.
Yo.
But I was all gung-ho about it. And now after I watched The Last Jedi, I'm just kind of like, they don't deserve me, you know? They don't deserve me to stick around for another bullshit episode.
We won. 99-76.
99-76.
After The Force Awakens and Rogue One, I was like, this is just going to keep getting better. Like, I'm like, this is going to be the greatest fucking...
So you were on board with...
After The Force Awakens.
Oh, you were on board. You were like, sold.
Yes, I was.
Get me a ticket on that train. Yeah. You were on... Really?
Yeah,
I wasn't.
You was. I don't know.
I wasn't.
I don't know what it was about. I just really liked that movie, and I liked Rogue One as well. You gotta say Rogue One was...
Rogue One was great.
Oh, it was amazing.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I don't get casting Forrest Whitaker. The guy's gonna die, but
Forrest Whitaker.
He's Saw Gerrera.
Saw Gerrera? What?
Saw Gerrera, the guy who saves her.
Yeah, that were on the knees on the beach before they fucking...
No. The black guy.
Oh, who's the robot thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, him. I don't know why Forrest Whitaker was in the movie, but he's in the new Force game. He's in the new Star Wars game, Saw Gerrera. Fun little fact.
What movies was he also in?
That's it. Oh, what movies he was in, like, professionally?
Yeah.
I thought you meant, like, Star Wars movies.
Oh, no.
Professionally, Forrest Whitaker's been in a lot of movies.
That's why, oh, yes.
I just don't fucking know
What was that movie, man? He's on a movie that's based in Paris, and it's about these Paris bombings that happen. He's the one with the camera, and the camera is the only thing in America that catches who does it, and he has a camera for it.
Oh, wow, I'm so lost.
Yeah, it's not called Frequency.
No.
Because you've seen Frequency before? No. That's a sad movie. That one made me cry.
Forrest... No, fuck you, mother.
Is it called Taken? No, not Taken.
No, it's not Taken.
Man, anyways, it's a great movie. Look up Forrest Whitaker and then look up...
Battlefield. He was in Black Panther, but obviously not that. How It Ends?
Let me see.
Okay. Good luck. Well, playing a video game. See, this is something interesting about Chris. He doesn't give a fuck about anything like hardcore. So he's in the middle of a video game and he stops to let himself get shot in the middle of the field while scrolling on my phone. Keep in mind, he's gonna ruin my KD.
Alright, dude, fucking A. This is...
So, as he goes through Forrest Whitaker, an accomplished actor's whole filmography, praying to God he finds it. While leaving me high and dry, quite literally, high and dry,
holy shit, dude.
To run the podcast without him. That's what's happening. He added a crown to his tattoo, everybody.
How it ends.
I don't know if we talked about that. I will probably see the new Star Wars Force movie, because I want to see how this fucking ship finally crashes. Yeah, I want to see that bitch end in a blazing fire.
So you think this is actually going to be the last one?
No, because George Lucas will want to buy another island and will have to make another movie. And they have to make another 3 movies.
Another... So
he wants to become neighbors with Jeffrey Epstein's pedophile island.
Well, okay, isn't the last movie called The Rise of Skywalker?
True.
You can't end it on a
but
rise,
he usually ends it that way, doesn't he?
Does Phantom...
Rise of the Sith, Revenge of the Sith, they come back, Revenges come back, and then the Return of the Jedi returns, and then Rise. He ends everything on either way coming back to something.
Is Phantom Menace have anything to do with the devil?
I love your innocence. No, Darth Maul's just that's what his people look like.
No, like Phantom Menace, like the actual
that's philosophical, but yes.
It does?
Sure. No, I mean, a Phantom Menace would be Satan. You don't really see him. But what it refers to as far as... Well, that's actually a really good point because George Lucas took a lot of inspiration from this one writer who nailed writing stories like Star Wars to a T. I mean, he had like a formula for how every movie and historical event had a tie to the same order of events. Like this had to happen, then this, and it would be exactly in that order.
Okay.
Like even like Jesus coming and going. Like he was an atheist and believed that he was just a story. So what was I trying to say?
So what is a Phantom
Menace? A Phantom Menace is someone that's behind the scenes causing problems. So what was Palpatine that whole time? He was a Phantom Menace. No one knew he was the Emperor.
Dude, that's so fucked up because the reason I brought it up is because Suicide Boys
Oh, Jesus.
has a song called Phantom Menace that I've been pretty like addicted to lately. And it makes so much sense because they do the devil thing, and devil is the guy that's fucking everything up behind the scenes.
That's right, buddy.
Holy shit.
That was on live broadcast. Well, not live. But yeah, you figured that one out. Good.
Chris's light bulb going off. Speaking about movies, so we got Michael B. Jordan possibly playing the next Superman. What are you thinking about that one?
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Superman's bad no matter who plays
it
it.
was never a Superman or a...
And what are they gonna fucking do? We already got the twink vampire playing Batman, and now we're gonna have a black Superman.
Okay.
Let's
So
add a
two thoughts
tiara.
here. One, I like Michael B. Jordan. He's a cool guy.
And Wonder Woman won't let her use a sword and shield because it's too aggressive. I love Hollywood. You were saying?
Michael B. Jordan, he's a cool guy.
Dope,
because,
great, and Creed.
Creed, I saw
Black Panther.
See that.
Phenomenal.
Is Creed good?
Creed's very good.
Okay. I haven't, and then that awkward moment. So I'm a rom-com guy. He was in that. And that was
I haven't seen
movie.
that.
So I'm all for you having your little thing with Superman. But funny story the other day. So
He played Human Torch. He was a black Human Torch in Fantastic Four. You know how Human Torch isn't black. He was a black Human Torch, and the movie did terribly. Now, I'm not saying it's because people are racist. The movie sucked in general on its face, but it's gonna kill Superman. He's gonna do more to Superman than Kryptonite ever could have. Wow, that got so nerdy.
That was. I never heard of the.
Yeah, he played the Human Torch on the Fantastic Four, and the movie did really, really bad.
Oh, when they remade Final Four or Fantastic Four?
No. This was the remake. He was the part of the remake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because I knew they made another one, but I never heard how it was.
Bad.
Only the actual Fantastic Four. But funny thing about Superman, what I was going to say about that is I was thinking at night, and I was thinking about my buddy Aaron and how he flies and whatnot, right? Mm-hmm. And then I was also talking about how I've been like kind of into the space stuff. Whatnot, so I was thinking about that, and just kind of thinking how space and how space and flying interact, and or if they do it all or whatnot. So then I was thinking, I was like, all right, so let's take you're taking off from a 747, right? And let's say you're going to China from O'Hare. For those of you that don't know, O'Hare is in Chicago. Riley knows that, so he'll know. And
Shout out Riley.
Shout out Riley, what's up, bro?
Real ones respect real ones.
So now I was thinking, I was like, all right, if you're in the 747, let's say to China, how many hours is that? Like 14?
More.
12?
I would say at least 20.
All right, so let's say for the sake of the argument, let's say 16 hours. Because it's in between both of our guesses.
There you go. Democracy.
Democracy. Okay, so 16 hours, right? Now, how much does the Earth rotating on its axis have to do with the travel of the plane?
Oh. Yes, sir.
Because you're going to China and you're going to be in the air for 16 hours, and it takes one rotation of the Earth 24 hours on the axis to make it all the way around, and you're in the air for 16 hours. Obviously, the Earth is moving, but at what capacity does it actually make a difference on why
the person in the plane?
In the plane and actually flying the plane,
Yeah.
and how long it takes to get to the country.
They did some study where they put a watch, like an atomic clock on a plane, and then had an atomic clock on the ground, and they were both set the same, and the plane went up and did a round trip and came back, and the plane was behind.
Whoa!
I think the plane was behind because it moved ahead of time.
Yes,
Like
because
it caught on the Earth's axis,
and it was riding along with the Earth, or the opposite way.
I don't know. I think it was the opposite.
The opposite way because time went back. So then I was thinking, I was like, oh shit. So if you go fast enough to go around Earth's time barrier while the Earth is spinning, is that how you time travel?
Go faster than the Earth backwards?
Yes. So, but didn't Superman do that?
Superman was a fictional character. I don't know what he did. He did a lot of things.
Obviously, I thought way too deep into this. But no, isn't the real thought? What I was saying is like,
can there be a black Superman because of time travel? I think so, bud.
But he's gonna have trouble, bro.
He's gonna have a lot of trouble. He's gonna have a lot of racists on his ass going, Superman's white.
Superman's white. No, so then, but the actual thought of that was just kind of a spin-off.
Oh, that's how you do it? That's how you time travel.
No, isn't that kind of crazy, that thought of like how much does the movement of the Earth affect the space, like not the airplane travel to a different country on like how fast it goes and whatnot.
Oh.
I don't know. I was thinking about that, and
I would love to see a prolonged study on someone that has to fly for their work every week. Like take 2 trips, maybe 1 or 2 trips there and back.
Yeah.
And see what that does to their like internal organs. Because it's got to do something, all that pressurization and
well, yeah, that's the same thing. That's why they just sent a man in the International Space Station and had him stay there for a whole year, just to see what it would take on his body. Because the people that are going to be going to Mars are going to be 7 months there, 7 months.
So wait a minute, how long does it take to get to Mars?
Bro, don't get me started about talking about Mars.
I want to know. Dude,
Okay.
My head feels heavy.
So do you actually feel it this
I
time?
don't know.
Your head feels heavy.
This feels like top heavy. Anyway, so Mars? You've been doing research on how to get to Mars?
Dude. Oh
Why?
my gosh. I've been so into... Have we not had a podcast since I watched the whole Mars show?
Oh, God, I don't think so.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
You watched John Connor and want to go to Mars? No.
Okay.
By the way, I did surprisingly very well
What'd you get?
for being this far away from the TV. I don't know, but I think
Is this far away for you?
I usually sit there. Oh. This is at an angle too. You were saying, so you went to Mars.
No, I didn't go to Mars, bro.
I'm about to.
So there's a show on Netflix called Mars. What'd you go? 10 and 11? Dude, that's a good game. So there's this whole series on Netflix on the show called Mars, right? And it is half documentary, half actual show, right? So it's like Elon Musk.
Wait a minute. Is this on Netflix you just said? I'm watching that shit.
So
That's
on
awesome.
Elon Musk's SpaceX and NASA and all that. So the documentary portion talks about how the beginning of the Mars trip would start. And then the half part would actually... And they'd go...
We're all over the place today.
And the show, the actors show on how, like, what it would be like to actually happen.
Yeah.
And then it would go back to documentary. And they just keep going forward and forward and forward over the years from documentary and different on how the steps. So it's according to it, and documentary series is too. I'm probably explaining it like a dumbass, but you kind of get the point. And all the stuff that goes into the Mars travel, all the stuff on the Earth's atmosphere, like everything they would do before. So yeah, it would take like 7 months to get there. And that's the thing why they took the person to stay in space for over 1 year to see what it would do like
Yeah.
to his body and whatnot. So when they were doing that, he was like totally fine, and other people had been doing like these things where they like the Russian space station. I guess they had someone stay in the same like area, just like this, in captive for I think a whole year, just to see like because that's how long it is. Like if you're traveling to Mars, it's gonna take 7 months, and it's gonna be no bigger than this room.
Yeah.
That you're
And you have to be awake for it?
No, not awake, but like you're gonna have to be sharing space.
Well, wait a minute.
this
Now you're
close.
gonna have to figure out cryo freeze
What do you
and
mean?
reanimation. Did you say you're not gonna be? You're gonna be awake?
No, dude, you can sleep.
But I'm saying you're gonna be awake. Like you're gonna have to live through this.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. I thought you were talking about like cryo freeze, where they
Oh.
freeze your body and then
No.
you get thawed out as you arrive,
What the fuck, dude?
so you don't age. I don't know.
No, dude, it's only 7 months.
12. I mean, that's.
It is long, but it's not 50 years.
Do I have this? Can I play video games? 'Cause
No,
we'll
dude,
get through this bitch.
You have
real.
to run the mission because you're fucking in space going
Run
to
the mission.
Mars.
I have to fly.
You don't have to fly, but you have to make sure everything is going accordingly with your crew and your ship.
Oh, I have people.
And they all
I thought it was-
malfunction. No, not just you, bro.
What?
It's like 4 people.
But why is he doing a test on confinement?
Because to see what it would do to
In
like their
tight
psyche,
spaces?
in tight spaces,
Oh.
the people like how mentally stable they
I
would
was
be.
gonna say, who gives a fuck? You're with people. Like, I don't care the size of the space. I got friends.
No,
okay.
No, just like what
Now
it
I'm
would do to
understanding
their
where we're going.
mental
Okay.
psyche and just like all that kind of fun stuff.
Okay, all right.
And it was something like in the Russian space station, they had 7 people do it, and only 2 out of the 7 was mentally stable.
Oh, God.
So I'm like, oh boy.
What's their definition of unmentally stable? Could they not like be an engineer anymore? Like,
I don't know.
what did that?
It was either a year or 5 years, but I don't think it was
shit.
5 years.
That's
That'd be fun.
insane.
That'd be fun.
Dude, I could not be alone for 5 fucking years. I mean, I'm pretty good at it, but
Well, dude,
Jesus.
you ever see the Martian movie?
With Matt Damon?
Matt Damon.
We gotta stop fucking spending money to save that guy. Saving Private Ryan, Martian, fucking.
Dude,
what else?
Martian is so good though. Have you seen it
I've
before?
not
Can
seen
I
it.
spoil it for
You
you?
can spoil the fuck
Okay.
out of it.
So it's this mission to Mars, right? And the mission to Mars, they land, and then so on Mars's atmosphere, you know how we have seasons? Their seasons is either dry and like fucking sunny or whatever, or it's a storm all time. Like all the fucking time. So let's say winter comes and like winter season, storm season, it will be a fucking crazy ass storm from January 1st to like June.
Okay.
You know? That's how crazy the storms are. Like there are seasons there.
Oh.
So anyways, when they're in the Martian movie, when they landed, they were like doing stuff there, setting up camp and whatnot, because in order for it to survive on Mars, they'd send pretty much your whole base ahead of time. So when you get there, you already have a base.
You already got a squad.
You already not like a base meaning like where you live and like,
Oh.
all that shit there. So they send that ahead of time, right?
Oh.
So they get there ahead of time, and then the astronauts show up and they're getting settled and whatnot. And then bang, like this storm is coming and it's like fucking everything up. So they have to like abort mission and then fucking go home to Earth.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyways, to getting to the ship, one of the crew members got hit with a flying object or whatever from the storm and took him, so they thought he was dead, so they left. But he was fucking alive. So he stayed in Mars in the base and stayed there for like fucking
What a piece of shit group.
so long, and he had to live by himself and figure out how to contact the people on the ship and back at NASA and all this, and it took him like so fucking long to do so, and then they finally, I don't think it was too long because they were like on their way back.
The movie definitely seems very intriguing. Like when I saw previews for it, I thought about maybe seeing it, but I don't know. It's one of those movies that I never got around to. I'm very interested in like conspiracy alien movies type deal, and like the what ifs of space travel. So
well, dude, like the thing is
I
about
would
like
watch it for sure.
the whole aliens thing, like for you not to believe there's not any type of human form microbial life out there or whatever, like You have to be pretty damn stubborn.
According to the Catholic Church, we are. I don't know if I agree with it or not.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, if they're... Okay, so let's say 400 billion other galaxies out there.
Yeah.
Galaxies.
400 billion. It's a lot of bees.
So, but that's like not even a quarter to many how there actually are, right?
Right.
'Cause it doesn't fucking end. So
Right.
we could say a 400 trillion. 400 trillion galaxies out there. And a galaxy includes multiple fucking planets and multiple fucking Milky Ways, or is it Milky Way?
We're in a Milky Way galaxy, yes.
Okay, you guys know what I mean. Like,
There's thousands of galaxies.
good
inside.
jillion fucking planets out there, right?
I think I killed the same guy twice doing the same thing.
Okay, and you're
Poor
saying
bastard.
there's not one human life out there.
One
Okay.
life.
No.
form.
That I'm using this example.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And like people say, there's not one human life down there. I'm like, okay, sure, not one human. Like human meaning us, like mammals or
Right.
whatever. Okay, now I'll even dumb it down some more, right? So now I'll just say, out of 400 bajillion planets out there, do you think there is some source of water on one of those planets? Just
Yes.
water. Yes,
Yes.
you would say so, right?
Yeah, so then there's life on that planet then.
For there to be
Water.
some type of life is going on there, and you are never gonna find water that doesn't have some type of life in it, right?
Right.
So, for say,
There's life on another planet.
there's gotta be.
I mean,
there's
any
gotta
form of it, whether it's intelligent.
Well,
or
yes,
not.
whether it's intelligent, whether it's like us, whether it's a mammal, whether it's the smallest little germ microbial thing ever.
My ex-girlfriend.
Some type of form.
You said smallest bacterial form. Yeah, I think there is. Isn't there water on other
Well,
planets
don't you
already?
think that's like a good step, like
So-
step-by-step process on how to
Yeah,
like kind of
right.
just break
Because,
the
I mean,
barrier?
There's a lot of water on planets, as Neptune is, right? Like, Neptune's got water on it, doesn't it?
I think
do
it's
we
all
not-
water.
Or do we not know?
Or is it
We
Uranus?
No, that one definitely doesn't have any water in it. It shouldn't unless it's had Taco Bell. Boom! Got you, fucking Taco Bell and your billions.
Uranus.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I'm totally on board with it having shit up in it. You know, I'm not playing anymore. I can't focus on it. Yeah, no, I'm totally down to believe that there's something out there.
There's
Yeah.
gotta be, dude. The
It's
amount
doing
of-
something.
The amount, yeah, doing something, and that's what like the stuff I always take with people is like, okay, you can have. So I'll for the sake of this argument, I'll agree with you that there's not any type of mammal out there. Sure, for sure.
Yeah, there's nothing that's like
Yeah.
breeding that way.
Sure, for the sake of the argument, even though I probably do think there's something like that out there. For the sake of argument, okay, I'll dumb it, like, I'm not dumb it down, but I'll make it smaller.
So
Right?
we're gonna definitely dumb it down. Water.
Simple thing as water. On the bajillion lows and bajillion millions of planets out there, there's not one planet with not water on it? Bullshit.
Yeah, no, there has to be. Shall I Google it?
You don't have to Google it, man.
I'm gonna
because,
Google.
Alright, you can Google the fuck out of that.
Because this, I mean, am I saying I'm on the short bus to get out there to live on Mars? No. But do you think that it is critical for man's survival to be able to live on Mars? Do you think it's critical?
Depends how bad climate change is. Do you believe in climate change?
Well, okay, that's an update. That's like a redundant question.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
I mean, well, no, yes. Do I think that it is the hazardous disaster caused solely by man and is the single killer of us all? No.
Yeah, because I think it's like this. Like,
Yeah.
Ice Age was a thing.
Hey, what happened 5 months ago?
What?
It was fucking hot as balls out.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
13 degrees.
Yeah.
Climate change is everywhere. And it drastically... couple thousand years ago, it was fucking freezing as shit and everything was dead.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you don't want that to happen because we don't have the ability to survive
Well, that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, but I do think we contributed.
Yes.
But as much as people are saying, no.
Yeah, no, I think that we, as just growing, that's naturally going to happen. But I don't think that we should completely undercut our economy at its knees, at its hips, for climate change. When you can fix things, you can make things more green, but you don't have to handicap the economy.
And did you hear that girl that made that speech?
She's a fucking moron.
One Woman of the Year.
Yeah, she's an idiot. First off, she's done nothing. She has no solution to anything she wants done. Thanks, oven.
What'd you say? What'd you send to me? That one thing that was crazy.
With her?
No, with her and then that other guy.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So that was my point. She has no solution. She has no ideas to fix the problem. All she does is just condemn and conflate and bitch and moan and whine. By the way, she's on a school strike. She hasn't been to school in 400 some odd days, so she's just a college dropout.
Asperger's or something?
Yeah. She's a high-functioning autistic. Which, if you're her parents, why are you doing this to her? I feel bad for her. She sucks, but I feel bad for her. Because, like the post I sent you is exactly why I think she's silly. I think she's in an unfortunate position, and I don't want to like make fun of her or hate on her because she does have autism and she's being spoon-fed something to say by her parents and constituents who should stop abusing a child. But she's also just not very polite. She posted on Twitter the other day.
She has a Twitter?
Of her sitting on the floor of a train in Germany, saying sitting down on an crowded train, finally going home. And the train company that she was on said, while we appreciate all that you do for awareness to the environment, we wish you would tell the whole story and tell everyone how well you were served in your first class seat on your way home. So she basically took a little photo, posted it, and lied about the conditions she was in.
Wow.
So it's like she does, but like I said, that kid who I sent you that post of, who's 23 years old and has invented a machine that collects plastic in the ocean and brings it in so we can take care of it and recycle it. He has...
I've heard barely
an eighth of the Google hits that Greta has, and Greta has no solution. She's dropped out of college. She just condemns and yells and doesn't have a plan. Just is passionate.
Yeah, that was her thing. What was her plan? Was she just...
Right, exactly. She just sat out there and condemned everyone who actually does things for their country to be greener. But they also understand that they can't completely destroy any infrastructure because then it'd just be chaos.
Okay. So
she just does shit like that.
So coming back, what were we talking about before we started talking about climate change?
Aliens.
Okay.
Talking about aliens.
Okay, so yeah, we basically ended that discussion, like with the whole water thing.
And we went on a 20-minute rant about Greta Thunberg.
Yeah, Greta Thunberg.
No, we can go back to aliens.
No, I'm just
we can go back to planets.
I thought when I started asking you about climate change, I thought it was one of our dumb little side rants.
No,
I wanted to come back to the base, but I forgot the base was over.
But yeah, base was kind of over.
Base was over.
Base was kind of over.
Base was kind of over. That's all right.
That's all right. I don't even think we're done with Star Wars though yet.
We're talking about
Star Wars.
Greta. We can now go into
Greta.
her whole left side. Have you heard about little things called babies?
Yeah, I think it's
Why
child abuse.
don't you explain to our listeners what a
child abuse.
What a baby is?
First off, it's child abuse. No, that's when you raise your child with no gender. They start this life free of gender norms and weird roles. Weirdos. It's bad parenting and it's abuse. Your kids should be raised in the gender they're in. Makes things a little less confusing.
How do you even raise that?
How do you
raise like
you give
4 days a week he's a girl, 4
nope,
days a week
it's not even that, dude.
that?
Yeah, how do you diaper that? You know? And then secondly, how do you provide
But like if
for
you
that?
have to,
How do you accommodate that?
like if you're changing the baby and you see a vagina, that's a girl.
And you have to clean that thing because it'll get infected if you don't do it right, which I learned. If you don't take care of a baby girl, well, bad things happen. So what do you do if your baby's a girl, but identifies as a boy at that time?
I'm just thinking about baby vaginas right now.
It's a lot to wrap your head around.
It's just like, you know, like you're really fucking stand that shit right now. I can't stop thinking about that. That's gross.
I think that will.
Did you see my face just like change like mid conversation? Just like he's thinking baby vaginas.
Yeah, you just stopped listening. Yeah, you stopped listening. You just oh, that's not what I wanted the show to be known as. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, anyway.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm angry at you.
That's funny as shit. Woo.
Oh, man.
Who's
Man.
angry at me?
No one's angry at
Did
you.
my boss text you back?
No.
She might be mad at me.
Probably is. Good lord, I'm crying over here.
That was
Fuck,
funny shit, dude. That was funny shit.
Ah!
Ugh.
I don't even know what happened.
That was so funny shit.
I don't even know what
Oh
happened.
man, that was good. Talking about
Shit.
baby
Yeah.
vaginas.
So yeah, to your baby's point, I think it's healthy to raise the gender they're in the gender they're in.
And stay that way?
And stay that.
Because I mean, fuck you.
You've done it, you know?
Like okay, now you're gonna spend your whole life trying to figure out what you had. Literally the only thing you have an answer for when you are born.
Yeah.
And you're even gonna take that answer and throw it out the window.
Yeah.
You are literally gonna be 0 for 1,000. What the fuck?
Dude, this population in some of these states are willing to do some dumb shit just
Dude,
to make
that's fucking hilarious.
a small amount of people happy.
That is literally hilarious if you think about that way. That is the one thing we come to Earth knowing. And the only thing that we know.
Yep.
And we're even at that point of trying to guess what the fuck that is. That's,
We don't know.
One
thing you know.
Put that, mark it down. We need to put that.
I don't even know what you said, bro. I'm eating some chocolate. Anyway.
That's fucked up.
What do you do in that situation if you're a parent and your baby comes to you and goes, I'm a girl? But it's like 12.
Punch in the face.
Straight up mark a kid, dude.
Like, smack.
Merc up 12.
Fucking knock his ass out.
Uh,
And then you got CTS like your father now, motherfucker. CTE. Sorry.
CTS. Did you say CTS?
That's the first sign.
Yeah, that is. You can't get those two together, right?
That's funny. Ooh.
So,
Fucking quick jab. Fucking like McGregor did all dough. And like fucking yeah.
was that like the 4th or 5th quickest knockout? The 13 seconds on Aldo. Because we all know who's got number 1.
Who? Jorge Masvidal?
There you go.
How many seconds was that? 5.
It was really, honestly, 4.
Yeah. It was
Actually,
like,
3.
It was like 3. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Officially, just because I think the ref's land speed was shit, it's 5. It definitely could be 3, and you'd be looking at the only way of beating that, a gunshot. Like, that's it.
You can't even beat that knockout time, and you could plan it.
Alright, he's gonna go outside, he's gonna get the Cadillac, we're gonna whack him. Oh my god.
Like you could literally say, "Yo, I'm gonna jump into your foot mid-stage."
That's
And
like,
the UFC mask.
no, he won't bet. And he does it. Dude, Ben did that though.
Yeah,
Ben definitely was like, he ain't gonna do this, bet. And then stood in front of Ben Askren, an actual killer. That's the result you get.
Dude, I guarantee he is living in a migraine.
Who?
Ben.
Oh, fucking, he quit.
Yeah.
He got it.
I literally called that retirement.
He got a concussion and forgot 12th grade math with Jorge Masvidal. He forgot 12th grade math. And then you got getting your hip removed by Damian Maia. You won out. You won out.
12th grade math?
Yeah, right at the back.
He said that.
No. It's honestly the most pointless year. Really is. You don't need trig. No one needs trigonometry.
Oh, shit, dude.
Oh, God. I had you fooled. Like, that was the best part. Oh. Did you
like...
Nothing.
You're like, what the fuck? Why math? Why not 12th grade social studies? Oh, God.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, shit. Get it together.
I'm only laughing because of you. Oh, I don't even know where you're at. Fucking.
Gosh, Jordan, dude, that's a lot
Did
of
you?
fun.
All right. My neck hurts. All right. So, did you take? Speaking of fighting, did you take in the fights this week? Well, like the last pay-per-view.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that, dude. Jesus, I had Usman winning 4th round TKO, so I was only 1 round off.
Was it a third round TKO?
It was a 5th round TKO.
Oh, you were one off in the.
Yeah.
You gave it more credit. Okay. Really,
I
you
was
had him out?
I was surprised by Colby. Colby Covington surprised me. I was not expecting that. God, I feel like I'm actually just crying. I'm like, that just made an emotional speech. God, I was laughing hard.
Really, you had him winning?
I had Usman winning. Yeah, did you?
No, I didn't fucking watch the fight.
Yeah, I heard about that shit. No, the only reason people that didn't watch the fight are saying that Colby was like, because he just said that, is because he probably made it a big deal in the interview. And if you didn't actually see the fight, you probably wouldn't know. Like, made it a big deal in the interview.
Oh, yeah.
He was winning, you know. Like, if you actually watched the fight through, you would have Usman winning. That's
I really wanted to watch that fight, but because I don't know, I think I heard today that he was winning rounds. Like, it was literally like neck and neck.
Yeah.
With one going to if you were gonna give one, would go to Usman, but I didn't have Usman winning that.
Really?
I didn't know.
Wow.
I just didn't see. I mean, if it is true that he is as injured as he says he is always, Kamaru, then, I mean, I just don't think you're going to be able to outwork Colby Covington. The guy runs with Cam Hanes in Oregon. Like, he runs with him in marathons. Yeah, he's just got a gas pedal. I didn't watch the Lawler fight, the last fight before that.
Mm-hmm.
He put on a clinic on Robbie Lawler.
Really?
He had 590 strikes. 550 landed significantly.
Oh, gosh.
With 20 takedowns. 20 takedowns. Matt, in the span of how many rounds there was, it's almost mathematically impossible. Literally.
I want to watch that
Oh,
fight.
dude, it's free on ESPN Plus.
I want to watch that fight. Holy
He
shit.
put for 5 rounds. He put in work on
like
Robbie Lawler.
Like Robbie Lawler. Too.
Robbie Lawler didn't even look like he'd fought much.
Really?
Yes. Like, he bopped him, sure. He got him with a couple of straight jabs, a couple of, but nothing like, nothing that would make you go, that was not a 10-8 round. 10-7, So, I just think if you watch that fight, it's just Kobe had a gas pedal that Usman could not handle.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Because they both have gas pedals. Usman's is a great stamina guy. I mean, his Tyron Woodley domination.
That's what I'm saying. He dominated Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, I think Tyron Woodley was out emotionally.
Yeah. Why?
He was busy. He's got like a rap deal. He was on a TV show. He was on a sports show. And then, he's like doing a podcast with Ben Askren. So, I think he was just kind of like, I don't need to do this to be successful.
That's fair.
So, that's what a lot of people were saying.
Is Ben Askren still doing the podcast?
I think.
Does he talk backwards or something?
It's all in Pig Latin.
Yeah. The only language you remember.
He just goes, it's like Pig Latin, Pig Latin, and then he just starts doing binary 11122112001. Yeah.
But no 12th grade math.
No 12th grade math. That'd be amazing. I think he still does. I know he does his own show. He's always on Ariel Hawani.
Do you think he's like up here is like
Ben Askren? I think it's been slowed. I think his speech has been slowed, but I think he's fine. Have you listened to his lisp?
No.
He talks like he got like something in his mouth. No, he's just got something stuck in his mouth. Like he's got a weird like nasally noise to everything he says. It's like ugh, something's been. It might be just because he's had a fucking broken nose or two.
Ever since I've gotten these concussions, I have questioned fighting. I've questioned football. I've questioned everything, and I'm just trying to like when I see someone get fucked up, I'm like. You knew you could have gotten fucked up.
Yeah.
You still chose to, and you were okay with that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, you have to be in a different place mentally to accept, like...
This is going to happen.
This is going to happen, and this is what it could be like for the next 6 months? Fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck. I respect those. I don't even know if I can respect them. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know.
Like, you have to be so in. If you're not 100% in...
Get out.
Get the fuck out.
Get out. It's like Fight Club.
Yeah. If you are not 100% willing to fucking die for this, get out.
That's what Joe told Brendan Schaub.
Yeah.
No.
That scared the piss out of me, that podcast. At the beginning of that, I was like, God damn it. Stop talking about concussions, you fuck.
Fine. Let's see, like, put your concussions in perspective. You've had 2. Mm-hmm. Brendan, how many times did he have a concussion a week? Small ones. The small ones that create a lot of spider webs. So, be alright. I think.
I hope so.
No. I've already replaced one groomsman. I don't want to do it again. Who's have an in-memory table of you?
Yes. Yeah, if this doesn't heal by your wedding, I hope you're just okay with the stone to Chris. And all your pictures. Because I was fucking trying to out-anger your wife.
Pushing my dad to the side to get a better angle on Jeff.
Yeah! So,
just a big batch of Ray-Bans on and...
That reminds me, after the show, I have to do my vertigo movements. Hey, don't fucking don't laugh at me, bro. It's such a struggle. Fuck you.
It sounds great. What do you have to do for that?
I have to do like a half somersault with my chin tucked in.
Do not!
Yes, I do, bro. With my chin tucked into my chest and turn to one shoulder to hold it there. Like, when I even do this, I feel something in my ear. Like, fucking touch your chin to your ear and see if you feel something. Because damn it, dude, I do. Fuck you, bro. Thinking this ain't shit, bro. Fuck you.
You were not on the first time at my house gonna do a somersault through my living room. I gotta put my foot down. It's just.
Let me fix myself.
Alright, fine. You can do that. It's
You
cool.
don't have to watch, bro.
So wait a minute, you gotta turn to the right?
I'll show you.
What's the left do?
I don't know. I know I have to turn the both. Yeah, fucking don't turn the right. You'll fucking die.
If you do it too fast, Lord knows.
No.
Oh, shit.
Some people only have it when they turn the neck to one side, but I have it when I turn the neck to both sides. So I have to do both.
What's your reaction time like? Can you whip it or no?
No, dude.
No?
Fucking, I've been hating to talk to you like this. That's why I was talking to
Oh,
you like this.
dude,
for
you
the
can look
longest.
straight up.
Yeah, dude.
Right into
Like-
the gay couple across the street.
Yeah, because if I'm talking to people lately, instead of just looking like this, I'll go fucking. Oh, fuck you, bro. It's like a same on my chest.
Yeah, no,
Fuck that. You want me? You want to go night-night?
that is not intimidating at all to a woman, but it's like, how you doing, Chris? You just whip your whole body over.
You ever seen Kevin Hart fucking...
Oh, yeah.
You want to go night-night?
Yeah,
You wanna go night-night? No pillow. Just leaves.
Oh,
God.
dude.
This was a funny fucking episode.
I mean,
Maybe to us it was.
Yeah,
Other
maybe.
people are just gonna be like, these big guys need help.
yeah.
Oh,
He
God.
drinks too much and he smokes too much. That'll be the name of it.
Riley, text me when you hear this and let me know how you actually thought of the episode. Like, was
Yeah,
it just
maybe get
stupid
hammered
high
first.
funny? Was it like Pineapple Express funny? Or...
Yeah, get hammered first
Yeah.
and tell me. I need to know. You have anything else?
Nah, dude.
No?
It's a wrap. What time is it?
9 o'clock?
How long have we been going?
It's 1500, which I think is about 50 minutes.
Oh, really? This is like we've been doing this for like 3 hours.
I know, man. We keep it going, though.
We
Feels like
do.
we've been doing it for 3 hours. Yeah, we were trying to play Call of Duty while doing this. Didn't
Yeah.
go very well.
That's true. Oh, we can talk about something.
Oh, here we go.
So, what do you think
careful
about
there.
me watching
Oh, no.
guys that help with how to pick up girls? But it's kind of cheesy, but it just some perspectives is good. I promise.
Yeah,
I
okay.
promise.
That's yeah. I mean, they had a show on MTV about it.
So like,
What's YouTube? Oh
like a
no, this
lesbian?
guy looks like an asshole. Though.
he is kind of an asshole.
Yeah,
He's
no.
kind of a douche, but some perspectives.
Oh no, 100%.
Confidence-wise.
Sure, it's good to have tips.
Yes, like
Cause
tips.
dude, if I had to go hit on a girl that I wasn't completely hammered in front of, I don't think speaking would be very. I'm not good at it with my relationship,
Yeah,
so I don't know how to do it with a stranger.
that's very true.
I don't have game, and what little game I did have, it's got to be gone by now. Now it's just showing affection by cooking dinner or something.
Cooking dinner.
You know, not leaving.
Fucking, I cooked you some chicken and rice. I love you.
She'd be lucky if she got that. Not,
Oh, Jesus, dude. Yeah, so I've been watching those. I'm kind of back on Tinder and Bumble, fucking around.
So wait, wait. We got it. We talked about Star Wars and we didn't talk about the important part. Have you been watching The Mandalorian?
No, not at all.
Ha, fuck.
Why? Have you? Is
Yes.
it good?
Yes.
Spoil the fuck out of it. Dude.
Spoil the fuck out of it. Yoda.
Little baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I've seen that. I feel like I've
Not
seen
Yoda.
the show.
Not Yoda. Or Yoda's offspring. So it's just a species.
It's not actually Yoda.
No. In this movie, or in this show, Yoda's dead.
It's in the future. I thought it was in the past.
It's in. Oh no! It's in between. If anything, it's after. God, after 7.
Force Awakens.
6. After 6.
Revenge of the Sith.
Before Force Awakens. In that.
So like 6.5.
What? Yeah. 6 and 3/8. You know.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. No, I think it's in between there. So Yoda's already dead.
Nope. No, he's not. Because he's still in the Rise of the Skywalker.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is, bro.
He's not in the Rise of the Skywalker.
R2-D2 is fucking in the Rise of Skywalker.
Who I was talking about. We're talking about Yoda.
Oh, shit.
What? You said little baby Yoda. We were talking about Yoda. What the fuck? Where did you go? Like, you were right here.
What the fuck? I thought we were talking about R2-D2 randomly.
No. Yoda still. He's little baby Yoda.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yoda. Don't get
Yeah,
it?
he's fucking dead.
Yeah, he's definitely dead. So is Vader.
Holy shit. I was like, bro, R2-D2 is in the new Skywalker. Why the fuck? He's not dead in 6? Oh, man. CTE is a motherfucker.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It gets everybody. It claims all of its children. What?
My hands are sweating.
You're not doing anything, big guy. Oh.
Let me have this.
Yeah, I'll let you have it, bud. You gotta watch Mandalorian. You gotta. It's so good. I've been watching
So
it here.
it's in between 6.
Yeah, because the you see some stormtroopers. Stormtroopers.
Whoa.
Stormtroopers.
Scary slip there. He breaks his motherfucker.
Never. So in between that, you see a stormtrooper that looks kind of fucked up, like he's dirty and not clean. They're not shiny. It looks taboo to be seen in public. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that whoop is so sturdy, huh?
I think I'm gonna cancel it after the 6 months because it like I don't know. It's just because I have a sprint, but like trying this thing to get this like actually up to date is like it goes like it just randomly said I only had an hour and 49 minutes of sleep. So now obviously my body's not gonna say recovered, even though I had way more sleep than that. I was like, bro, I slept like 8 hours.
There's not like a reset.
Rested. No. Maybe this is what. Maybe it'll fucking update now.
Jeez, we're finding this out.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna get it, and I'm like, ugh, not another subscription, and I just
Yeah.
nixed
And I'm
that.
thinking about canceling Scentbird too, because that one
That's really expensive.
it's only $15 a month.
15.
15, yeah. But I'm asking for some colognes for Christmas.
There you go.
You know what? I'm gonna cancel it right now. Though.
We're gonna- yes! Live.
I'm gonna cancel this fucking subscription.
Do you have Disney Plus?
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. No, I do not.
Well, that's how you'd watch the Mandalorian. So, yeah. Also, are you a Marvel guy? Do
I
I?
fucking hate that shit. I fucking hate Marvel. Fucking Marvel. Fucking.
Why?
I don't know, dude.
You just want to be counterculture?
No, I just don't want to do that shit, bro. Getting too many perfumes. Need a break. Can't. Need a break. Pause. Instead, go back. Continue cancellation. We want to say thanks for trying. I canceled it. Sorry, I have to speak through that. I forgot we were still on the podcast.
You know, it's probably the second most entertaining thing we've done, so. Yeah, I canceled my hymns one.
I don't even know why you had that.
Because,
though.
you know, I mean,
It
it's
actually made me worried about you.
mentally?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was like, bro, how old are you? 26.
Yeah, I'm gonna be, yeah.
Oh, you're still 25.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, I'm 22. It's weird.
Oh my fucking god. That means it's been a year since your 21st.
Yeah, I got updates from that shit.
What the fuck, dude?
Dancing around in the trench coat, everybody thinks you about to shoot up the place.
But did anyone else? No. So I saved it. That's my super.
That's my
That's my
secret.
superpower.
That's my secret. That's a psychopath shit.
Yeah, no, I know. Alright. Ready to end this bitch?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Alright. Oh,
This was
guys.
a shorty but a goodie.
You said it. I don't know why you stopped saying it. You finished it. Good catch. Okay, we're gonna go before Chris breaks something. See you guys. Bye.
Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey.